Hello, Mike J. Yay!
Oh, goodness, you guys.
Welcome back to another episode of The Anxious Tomato.
Yay!
This is
episode 11.
It's episode 11.
Oh my god.
Which should have been episode
episode
12.
Yeah. And
That's
should have
okay.
been a different artist.
It could have been.
It could have been a different artist.
So here we are with the same artist in the gallery for episode 11. It's the month of December. It's the end of the year. And so there was a huge snowstorm in our area, and we weren't able to meet last week because Kate lives on a hill.
Yeah.
And I have
like in
a
the middle
small
of nowhere.
lunchbox for a vehicle.
So we decided against bodily harm to anybody involved going anywhere, and yeah, making it happen.
Is that happening on purpose? Or
I don't know.
Okay, well. If we
it
see
could just
laggy,
be my connection.
Yeah, we're not really sure. Maybe I could get off Kate's Wi-Fi here just in case. Welcome. We're so happy to have you here with us for this month's art show, which is called,
it was like Art Unknown.
Art.unknown.
.404.
Something. With Chris Neiman.
With Chris Neiman.
We're going to be showing Chris's photography, photo manipulation work.
Which is really cool.
And yes, so Chris was also in the gallery last month as well.
Yes.
So we carried over into the new year.
Which is
because we had to. But here we are. Yeah. Maybe Chris is here with us tonight. Oh, they don't use Facebook.
Okay, well, we'll set it here. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, let's check out.
That does lead into our next segment.
We have another segment, but I mean, we could talk about it first.
Well, I just am really excited for the year that we had.
Yeah.
Thank you for everyone who participated. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Our group show went way better than we could have ever imagined.
It went amazingly. We got people
cool.
from everywhere. It was so great.
The month of November was Haim and Yona. They were wonderful. We just want to say thank you again to them for inviting us into their home and giving us all of these cool
wonderful
little
things,
books and archives and musical ensembles.
So good. They're such wonderful people. If you're ever in Stanwood or near Stanwood, Washington,
that's the kind of stuff we want to do.
Yeah.
We want to meet the artists. We want to get to know people.
We want to do tours and stuff instead of
tours. Yeah. Yes, if you have a studio space or a gallery or a workshop space or anything that you'd want to share that's either in the Tacoma, Seattle, Olympia area, we would love to come and check it out, tour your place, talk about it online, and share the wealth, and get you out there as well. Mm-hmm. But oh my gosh, so great. We do have an archive of all the artists that were in the gallery this year.
We can go through that. That one. Yeah. All right. Okay. We need to get it up on our screen. All right. So we are up here at the top. If you go to resource, we're going to. Sorry, we're not doing gallery.
Yep.
Archive.
It's okay. We should talk about the resources as well.
We will. We'll talk about those in a second. But this is so if you ever want to catch up on any of the stuff that we've done, you just need to go to our archives section, and it has all of the artists. So we want to special
February.
Thank you to Karin and Matt and Kim, who are our first 3 people.
Yeah.
And we didn't know any. Well, we kind of know Karin, but we didn't really know any of them before we did this.
We didn't.
There's our first 3 artists.
I feel like I know them so well now.
Right?
Yes.
I feel like I can call on them and they can be a resource for me, and I think that's really important. And that's literally the whole reason why we started all of this, is to bring people together.
You know what? I just got a great idea with looking at this. We should also include a link to their websites and stuff on the.
If you click on their name, it'll go to
it'll
go to whatever social media or website that they have.
Is that obvious enough? Because I didn't even know.
That's what the line under the name meant, is that it's a clickable link. But just so you know, they are all clickable links. The whole thing is clickable. Perfect. So if you just get click happy, you'll.
And Matt Lacrosse has been pumping out the work, you guys.
Oh my gosh,
I mean,
he just
so
moved
much cool
to
stuff.
Olympia.
Oh, I love this one. Yeah, moved to Olympia.
Or Olympia, and is doing something down there. Yeah, we just got a hold of him. So.
Chris.
All the people this year.
I'm glad that these are working. I don't have to show this all. It's okay. The connection's really. But
Sean and Megan and Vic, and then our group show, which is just our group show, and then
I have an image that we could put here of a link of the. I took a screenshot of the entire show on one image, so we could do that as an archive. Cool. I kind of like that.
I could add that in later. That'd be
great.
Cool.
And also resources. Anytime we connect with anybody on our journey, we include that here. Is this a link? Oh, good.
They're all links. Yeah, I didn't. Sorry.
I feel like I helped design
I should make
this.
them blue, I guess, or red.
I think I participated in this.
And we actually just added like 3 more, and I guess I didn't publish it because I was waiting for our next show. Right. But there's Wooloo.org.
Oh,
there's
the Artist Trust.
No, we have the Artist Trust. It's the Archives. Artist Archives. That place is amazing. Yeah. It is where we got all of our really stuff from our freaking show. So
absolutely wonderful.
Yeah. So good.
Cool. Great. Awesome.
Yeah. Such a good year.
Check out our stuff.
Very successful first year. I think I'm happy with it. Like if I look back, it wasn't bad.
No.
I think it was really
So good. Kate and I, started this idea in 2020, right? So it's now 2022 currently, and in 2021 we did a lot with this. The idea has changed a bunch, and I think that we're moving forward pretty well.
We are.
The gallery's so we're still looking to fill a few months, so if you know anybody or you yourself have been thinking about submitting, and maybe you're not sure, please send us an email. We can answer all of your questions. We're still looking to fill a few months at the end of this year. So jump in there and grab them while you can. If not, you'll be in 2023.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
We're like halfway there, you guys.
So excited. Thank you, everyone. Great. So I guess we can just jump right into Chris's show then. That's all we got for you to start. So back to the gallery. Back to
the gallery. Home.
We'll start from the homepage.
Yeah.
Although you can't access the gallery here to the current show. I guess we could do that.
Or click on the picture of it
click on the
front page. So.
And here we are. Art Unknown.
Art Unknown.
Oh, we should have changed this.
December.
You know what?
We got a lot going on, you guys. It's just the two of us. Okay, so I'm just going to slip this out there.
Yes.
Is that we would be super interested in interns. If there's anybody that wants to just be a part of this cause with us for free, because that's what it costs.
Honestly, I think as an intern, you'd probably only have to put in 2 to 3 hours a week.
Yep. And it would mostly be visual maintenance and social media, posting. Yeah.
Yeah, and definitely could help facilitate some kind of internship credit for schooling. We can definitely help set that up.
That's definitely on the to-do list.
So hit us up. Okay.
Yeah, all right.
Chris is born in Tacoma, local photographer. They have their artist statement here, and you can read on your own. I'm personally friends with Chris, so I'm really excited to have Chris in our gallery.
Chris is great.
Chris is making wonderful work. There's an Instagram and an email here if you're interested in purchasing any work or have questions for Chris. You can do so there. Also, you can follow Runshine and Sane Bows on Instagram here. There's some new stuff. So we have that one. That's good. All right. So
that's our gallery. Let's get back.
Great. So it's basically Instagram is basically a gallery. You can scroll through this one.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Well, you can just scroll through, but we're gonna click through and you can follow along on your computer. So here's the first image here. If I can just
what they
slide.
Oh, you're just gonna show. Oh, that's great.
Well, yeah.
But the way that these flowed into each other, one on top of the other, was really great. If you kind of scroll through it, it's not a flip book, but it all goes together. It goes in and out and in and out, and trees and no trees, and then it changes a little bit, but it all just flows really well together. So I don't know if they meant to do that, if it was intentional in the way they submitted the work, but it just it turned out really well.
Great.
So the first one.
So Chris explained to us a little bit about the process here. So they all are photographs.
They all are photographs
that have been manipulated.
Yep.
So they're scenes, I believe, primarily around Tacoma.
Yep.
And or the outlying areas.
Yep.
Which is really wonderful. I look at this and I think of a Gothic church.
I see that too. I definitely see that too.
The titles here are labeled consecutively with a number pattern. We didn't have dimensions since it's digital, so we included the pixels dimensions. There are prints available.
And you could, I'm sure he or she, they can get them printed up any way that you want.
Yes.
Any size that you want. So
great. I know. I think of a Gothic church. I've seen a lot of Gothic architecture from all of my art history, and for some reason, both of these pieces, actually, this might be. Yes. Okay. Similar piece, different orientation.
Yep.
Looks like Gothic
bottom
church.
lit versus top lit, but still very Gothic church, yeah.
And it is very dark. I'm just seeing mostly black on this computer, but yeah, harsh light, lots of glow, ambient glow. And I mean, do you know what I mean when I say like church? How many have you seen a bunch of like Gothic architecture?
Yeah, I've seen Gothic architecture. Oh my gosh. I also took art history.
Right. It's like I'm
Old
just having
church
flashbacks
section.
to all the churches I saw when I had my art history books. 9983.
9983. This is very... I love the contrast between the dark and the light and the kind of ethereal. There's this like...
Yes.
The central is very ethereal and ghost... No, not ghost-like. I think ethereal is a better word for it, but...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Spirit-like.
Spirit-like, yeah.
This little object that created like one central spot.
Mm-hmm. You can almost see like...
the mouse is turned off, isn't it? Right?
Yeah, I think so. But it almost looks
like
like eyes with like streaks coming out of them.
So I know that the photo. I know where the photograph was taken, and I look at this, but the more I stare at it, it looks like a building, and from far away, it looks like a building.
See, you look at it the other way. Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
It looks like some kind of pathway, or they're all kind of leading towards a perspective point.
Yeah.
That's forward, and the like. I'm guessing it's a tree, kind of makes this mandala pattern because since it's repeated, which is very...
That's really cool.
Yeah. I see it a lot. Well, I am in the music festival scene, but in the music festival scene, there's a lot of this like resonating mandala shape that emulates life.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, like, yes.
Same kind of thing.
Concept.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But again, it kind of looks like a... Yeah. That one's a little different than Aliens.
Easy aliens.
Yeah, Chris does a good job of making the image not what it originally was. Mm-hmm. And if you're familiar with Tacoma, you might see the secrets.
See the secret place. Secret place.
Yeah, we have no descriptions about the places, but we know where they're at. I guess that's not.
If you know, you know.
Artwork.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I may have even been present for some of the photographs hanging out with Chris. Trees.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of. Dark in like a spooky way.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like a fall time and the leaves all fall off and the change.
A great texture and kind of like vantage point too. I think it's great.
Again, prints available of everything. I've been traveling a lot.
Yeah.
And I saw an airplane flying on my way here.
Yeah.
And it like flew over the highway and it was like extremely massive. And I just was in awe of like how a massive structure filled with people can lift itself off the ground and fly across the country.
Yep.
It's fascinating.
Every day.
Every 20 minutes.
Right.
It's fascinating. So, I don't know. I've just been very moved by airplanes lately. Yeah. The airplane's traveling in two different directions. This looks like it may have been some kind of power line in the middle here. Mm-hmm. If you look right down the center, it looks like a figure.
It does. In like armor, like
maybe
or like right? Under a pyramid with like
under a pyramid.
Yep.
We're seeing all kinds of stuff.
Oh,
It's kaleidoscopic.
It is. That's a good word for it.
That's
a really good word for it. That last one was very kaleidoscopic. That was the word we were missing for you.
Even more so this one.
Yep.
Kaleidoscopic. Beautiful.
This one's cool. This is almost like a surreal. It's like surreal photography.
Yeah. Because you're like, would that exist? Does that exist? This could exist.
It could, but I mean, there's no reason.
It's beckoning
for it,
to us to come
because it's
check
like
it out.
In one way and out the other, but there's no reason for it to loop like that. But it's really, really cool. I love surrealist photography. Is some of my favorite art. Yeah.
What does this scene give to you as a surrealist photography? Like, what are you?
It looks
gathering.
It kind of reminds me of like because of the loop and like how it's oriented. Mm-hmm. It's very like Escher to me, where it's up is down and insides outsides and. It just gives me that feel. I know, me too.
At one point I had a book. Ooh,
I
lost it in a breakup.
Actually, mine might be on a shelf somewhere, but no, I don't know. This is Spooky Aliens.
It is spooky.
This is Spooky Aliens for sure.
It's looming over us.
I love it.
Standing up in front and above us.
Mm-hmm.
With
big dark wings.
It's gonna swoop me away. again, it's photography. You know, I can't really see the original bits of the photograph in this one.
Well, and I kind of like that about it because it like disassociates you from like an actual location.
Very contrasting sense in our last one where I'm like, oh, okay, I can definitely tell what's going on here. Very great, but I'm a little different on this one. Not so sure about the origin of this photographic material.
It's really cool though.
Trees, maybe. Snow, maybe.
Or
demons? Question mark.
Demons? Question mark.
Again, wonderful. I think this series of work turned out really great.
Yeah. That's the inside of the spaceship. So the other one is
yes!
the alien, and this is the inside of the spaceship.
I'm in a submersible.
Yeah. And those are the headlights, like the lights coming from it, and
is there a way to
propellers? There you go. Took us the last show.
Took us this many years.
F11.
Oh yes.
Okay, so that one, this one looks like
9990 is the artwork.
It looks like it's like Alice in Wonderland. So like if you look back, it's like a skirt and her legs.
Oh.
And then like something creepy going on with like fingers or whatever.
Yeah, fingers and hands.
100% what I saw the first time I saw this.
Spooky.
Right? Because it's like the lace on the bottom of her skirt and like, yeah.
Yeah,
see, like from a distance like that.
Idea.
Isn't that cool? Yeah, I know.
I'm having an epiphany. I'm so glad that as Kate and I move forward on our journey here, everything gets better. But yeah, our brains were scrambled the last month. Scrambled. Oh, also in the top left-hand corner there is a heart, and if you're looking through the gallery, you can always favorite items, and it just is fun and gives us and the artists an idea of what people enjoy.
Yeah. And then those are the fingery things that are coming after.
Is it sky? I don't know. Is it a spider?
Edward Scissorhands.
It's like a tent. There's like the triangle shape is in this a lot in all of this work because of like the mirror manipulation, that creates things like triangles.
Honestly, if you flipped it upside down, if you look at it upside down, it looks like two figures with like big shoulder pads and like crazy
oh my god,
heads.
yes it does. I lifted my head
so
upside
cool.
down.
I would hang it that way.
This is a great way for
when
when you're uncertain about what to do next. You take things like this and you invert it or flip it upside down, and then you could make more art with that.
Yeah.
Like moving forward, say you and I just could look at this, flip it upside down, and then do renditions of like drawings of what we saw and interpretation and kind of stuff.
There we go.
Yeah,
that can be our first content.
Good idea. Kate and I are going to start reviewing art subscription boxes for your pleasure.
It's going to be so much fun.
I recognize this.
Yeah.
I know where this is at.
It's by,
actually, this area kind of has
a vibe.
For me.
Yeah.
It's great. It's very gloomy in the images, just like it is in Washington.
Overcast all the time.
I know, it really has that vibe. 9992 is the name of this art.
I don't know if it gets all the way up to 9999. We'll find out. This one's cool. This
Absolutely
one's very
love
like
this
Tron
Fair.
feeling.
Triangles again.
Yeah,
the
more
theme.
triangles.
There's a railroad crossing sign. There's like this mystic smoke and some kind of roadway. And like I see a roadway when they look at this. Like for me, I'm like, oh, it's like
roads.
It's a journey into some kind of space. The doors are opening to the space bay.
Okay, I can see that.
Railroad.
Nice.
9993. Yeah, this piece is probably one of my favorites in the series that was submitted for this show.
Awesome.
Yeah, definitely like the color scheme a lot. Really vibing on that color scheme.
Same kind of thing.
Yes, same kind of thing. It looks like a fighter airplane. More triangles again.
Right.
And you'll definitely get triangles with linear object mirroring effects and
the bright lights are cool.
And this is
create
great.
Focal points.
I mean, this is abstract art.
Right? Oh, 100%.
Abstract photo manipulated photography.
Yeah. Kaleidoscopic photography.
Kaleidoscopic photography. And it's definitely up to interpretation. But you know what? This would look great, blown up, hella big, behind my sofa.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
I'm actually thinking about buying like those two black and white, the skirt one and the one I said you should flip over.
Yeah.
I thought about getting those.
Great. You should reach out
It
to
is my
Chris.
mission to own art from like everybody I've
That
ever
is
met.
a wonderful goal to have, Kate. I appreciate that about you. Kate owns a lot of my artwork. Thank you very much.
I started finally giving in and putting her stickers on things.
Yeah, well, you can always get more. So
I know.
Nice, minus limited edition stuff.
But it's like I don't want to put them on something that I'm going to that could potentially get gotten rid of or broken soon. So like I put them on my iPad case because I don't plan on getting rid of that anytime soon.
See.
Yeah, it's a value thing. It's like I value your shit.
Oh, I appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
I value every single person who has participated in our online gallery. I cannot thank these people enough.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you so much, Chris. We love your artwork. This is also a different color scheme. This is the first time like a blue scheme was used in the series. Industrial, forward hallway kind of style, like vibe. I go to a lot of music festivals, so I see the stage. You know.
I can see a stage. I can also see like, a stage or like a landing strip.
Is that getting cut off, or no?
Yeah, a little bit.
It's
just
barely.
Like just underneath.
Can you guys read the gallery? If you're in the chat, say hello. Get in here. Dive in. Tell us what we're doing right and wrong.
Too late. This is too late for everybody to show up.
Welcome to our garbage fire. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. The one we used for the flyer, which I think was great. I think that this piece embodies the idea of what the show is about. It's a leading imagery that's dark and mysterious and industrial darkness.
And it creates it's a space that's creating a different space, like a different looking space. Oh, there we go. Oh, I see what it is. Oh,
Kate sees it.
I never did the head tilty thing.
Yeah.
Is that down at Ruston?
No, see the Tacoma, the 11th Street Bridge?
Oh, okay. Yep.
We got it. We're here for it. There. Yeah, great piece. Definitely a statement. I'm going to go ahead and like it up here at the heart because that's how I feel about this one. Love it.
Ooh, red.
That one. Yeah, so this one is different than a lot of the other ones because of all of the amount of things you can see. We see a street sign. Actually, there's street signs in quite a few of them. They're very abstracted. Words.
Like a number.
Sorry,
numbers. Yeah, numbers.
Vehicles. I kind of feel like I'm in like a Japanese street market. Although I've never been to Japan, so it's kind of.
But the color and the foliage and the
some kind of bustling
that are being
street market
created, are very
9997 9998.
Maybe there is a 9999. What? This one's cool. This is another one of those Escher ones where it's like kind of surreal.
Street signs, vehicles were like in the middle as the viewer. Like
where does that road go? Crashing into
cars are avoiding us.
Is it Stanley and Seaforth up at the top?
Nice. Is that it?
Yeah. I think
so. Have you been there?
Yeah.
Is it great?
Oh yeah.
All right, maybe we should go there for dinner. Yep, that's it. I guess I never realized it was right there on that street.
Yeah, Cliff and I went for our anniversary.
9999. A great photograph. Either way, I feel like...
Oh, I like that. Like, creates a new structure out of the structure that's already there.
Yep.
It's really cool.
I wonder if, like, removing the text would make this more ambiguous, or if, like, the text makes it homey, or if it helps Chris identify, because it's, like, Tacoma.
Yeah.
Like, that's where they're born and raised. And... Yeah. I don't know, like me, I look at the text, like, I go right to it with my eye.
Was it distracting?
Ammo cat!
Ammo cat!
Is it distracting? Maybe. But I love this picture, and the triangles again, and the movement, and the kind of dome-like structure at the top.
And these, like, big wheel pulley things.
Wheel pulleys.
Wheel pulleys.
Yeah, it makes it feel like it's another structure that's created from the structure.
For sure.
This is our last one. 9999.
There we go.
Great. Did that
Yeah.
screw us up? Oh no, it
No,
didn't.
we're good.
Again, Chris's Instagram and email in case you'd like to purchase any artwork from them. We do not facilitate that currently. And again, please check out the archive to see everyone else's work. Back to the top.
Woohoo.
It's really easy to watch our YouTube channel, which, speaking of our YouTube
will
channel,
soon become our platform.
yes, we're going to start utilizing YouTube instead of Facebook. Well, okay, we're still going to use Facebook. We're going to utilize YouTube to do posting of videos and not go live as much.
Yeah, no, we're only planning on going live for special events. So like maybe our group show, if we have a whole bunch of people that are willing to show up, we'll go live. But we are essentially starting kind of 2 shows or two things of content a month.
Would you call that like, is it like a subsidiary show or like?
Kind of. So we're gonna do the Heirloom Hour once a month, like normal. So we're gonna go over the gallery and
the
talk
Heirloom
about that
Hour
kind
will
of
still
stuff.
exist
As
a show.
As a show, we're going to get the chance to edit it, which is really cool, and make it more like, I don't know. You guys watch like YouTube shows, right?
I think everyone watches a YouTube show.
Yeah.
If you aren't watching something on YouTube, you're lying to me.
Yeah.
I know. I lay in bed sometimes and watch YouTube, but I am a culprit of watching spooky, animated, scary stories all night until I fall asleep.
There you go.
You know.
So yeah, so we're gonna be one of those, but not spooky. It's just gonna be art.
Podcast
You know,
does really
spooky
well, though. Don't hate it.
So what was the other? Oh,
We'll
so
do
in
the
addition,
interview.
yeah. So we'll do the interview. We'll make it shorter, maybe a little bit more interactive.
Oh, on our YouTube show. Well, no,
yeah,
we should
on the
show
Heirloom
Chris's
Hour.
interview.
Oh yeah, we should show. Sorry, I jumped to this other part of stuff.
We are going to show Chris's interview, but
And
we'd
then
like
we'll
to
come
follow
back and
up.
talk
I
that.
just jumped into
No, you're
YouTube
good.
because I was like, oh yeah, we're on YouTube. We're going to be putting our stuff on there. We won't be going live as much. You'll still be able to watch the Heirloom Hour.
Gotcha. We'll
Thank
we'll
goodness.
elaborate in a moment.
Thank goodness. All right, please tune in and pay. We'd love your undivided attention and watch Chris's interview. Okay, thank you so much.
Please.
We'll be back.
My name is Chris Neiman, and I'm a digital photographer. I've been shooting photography for the last 10 years. I started with film. I started collecting cameras when I was really young, probably about 14 or 15. And yeah, it's just it's my go-to medium, and I feel like I can fully express myself through that. art.unknown.//.404. The title was more or less ironic, kind of. I had a friend ask me, where's the art in photography? Like, what makes photography an actual art rather than just a hobby or a job, or because everybody takes the same photos, right? Everybody takes portraits, everybody takes landscapes and all of that. And so partially for the inspiration for the show itself and the title itself was, what can I do with this? Or what can I do with this within my own style? And yeah, so that's pretty much where that came from. My interest in photography, like I said, was definitely started when I was way younger. My mother was always like the force you to take photos kind of person, and I always hated being in those photos, but eventually it just grew on me, and it became like my biggest hobby of like, well, I think I can take really, really good photos just from like being able to see all of this the progress that my mother had made, just having it as a hobby and doing scrapbooking and all of that. And I was like, oh, I think I could turn this into something, you know? I like industrial, like environments. I have a series on gasworks in Seattle. That's one of my favorites that I've done. Just like capturing that industrial feeling, but making it feel more surreal, or I don't know, cityscapes, you know, I do love cityscapes. They're always beautiful. It was partially like sifting through a lot of photos that I was anxious about posting originally. They're photos that I was unsure of the edit or unsure of the composition, but there are new photos that weren't in my stock of when I have taken new photos also for the show, but yeah, it just hit me really hard. Like I was like, oh, I can change this completely and turn it into not photography necessarily, but turn it more into an art piece itself. Well, that goes back to industrial, looking for the industrial cityscape, all of that. A lot of the time when you're looking at these locations, what I've done with the photos, you're thinking, you have that in mind, like doing the symmetry and all of that. And yeah, so they just finding things that are symmetrical or that would look good symmetrical. And a lot of the pieces that I've done, it's taken it in a landscape, as a landscape photo, and I've turned it sideways to completely change the piece itself, to try and make it unrecognizable. But if you were to actually like check it or whatever, there's certain things that catch my eye, right? And if I think it'll look good in the series that I'm doing currently, then that's what I was taking photos of. I don't know how to explain that, you know? Yeah, I do other types of digital artwork, not only digital artwork, but I do paint as well. Not so often. I do like to spray paint. I could definitely like do murals and stuff. When I say digital work, I mean like drawing and whatever, and like getting used to Procreate and like, oh my gosh, an iPad, I can like do things with it, you know? I also do AutoCAD and create 3D renders. I don't know. Oh, I built things.
You build things?
Yeah, I construct amazing geometric shapes out of plywood and stuff. So it's cool. It's fun. I think the biggest artistic anxiety, and this goes for a lot of independent artists and people working with their, like, trying to figure out their own thing or whatever, is putting their stuff out there and really not caring what other people think, but being able to accept feedback and the rest. And if it's not out there, if you're not putting it out there, then it basically doesn't exist in this world. So
Awesome.
It's true.
Super true.
I mean, when it comes to specifically to this show, trying to figure out what can I do with photography, like what can I change about it and make it something new. And maybe it's not something new, but make it something that's visually pleasing that people don't normally see every day. And like trying to always look for that, what's that new angle, what's that new shot, or maybe if I change the lighting here or there, you know, just like with painting or any other medium.
Hell yeah.
Contacting me directly would be the best way to get any prints from me, and I'm sure that will be on Anxious Tomato, as well as I have my portfolio that is attached to my Instagram, and so that would be the best way. Personal contact, because I need to figure out what size you want, whether or not you want it framed, what kind of print you want. So, yeah.
Custom. No?
It doesn't show. Okay.
That does matter.
Great, we've been talking the whole time.
We've done that before.
Yes. This is why we have to record this. This is why we can't go live. Because we have to be able to edit stuff.
Gosh darn it. Okay, so we were going to start our YouTube extravaganza this month.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm going to start over.
Yep,
so
no, you're good.
We were going to start our YouTube extravaganza this month, but we had the snow inclemencies and now we're here. So we are moving away from doing the live stream unless it's in some kind of special event.
Mm-hmm.
So next month we'll start our new
endeavor
challenge,
mm-hmm.
and so we'll release 2 videos a month. One is going to be the Anxious Tomatoes Heirloom Hour, like we've been doing.
Yep.
The second one will be different. We're going to start some things. One of them is going to be, we're going to review an art subscription box. I'm not going to tell you which one so that you tune in and you check it out. But we're going to open a box, look at the products, and then make art with it.
And it's gonna be so much fun. We haven't opened. I mean, like 100%. We haven't opened it. We don't even know what's in there.
Yeah, we have
so
no
we're
idea.
just gonna be super surprised, and then give ourselves a prompt. We'll do like an art prompt roulette. We like draw down.
Should we do it that day?
We can.
Should we do it with the products at that time? Because we should make art with the products at that time.
Oh, you want to do the other thing with the art?
Well, now I'm thinking about it. So we're gonna do some tours. So if you know anybody who has a space or a gallery or a museum or a studio, we would like to video record and
do a
walkthrough, a tour. Yeah, definitely
Interview
video
the
record
people,
the thing, and that'll be part of our second release of the month. Yeah, so if you drive by a space and you think we should check it out, let us know.
You can message us on our
The other
website.
endeavor that we're thinking about doing is a 15-minute or so podcast.
About artist woes.
and explain what that might entail for that.
Oh, so, what was the one that we thought of the other day? What are those Prismacolor?
How Prismacolor colored pencils tips always break.
Always break. Doesn't matter if you sharpen them. It doesn't matter how far down the pencil you go. It always breaks.
Absolute tragedy. They're great pencils. They're
like
hella expensive.
Best pencils, hella expensive.
And they break
every single time.
I'm glad that that's not just me.
No. Cliff complains about it too. He's like, don't get me started on stupid.
So we're going to maybe take suggestions from the artist woes, which we're pretty excited about as well.
Mm-hmm.
Some kind of local events. That'll fall under tours. Recording an event, a tour, a museum, a studio space. We've included time-lapse dual painting. That's super fun. Maybe we'll take...
The art supplies and use that?
Maybe?
Yeah.
Or maybe we'll take suggestions from our audience. And we'll have to, like, live... Well, we'll be live, we'll be recorded. But we'll pull it out of the hat and we'll make the artwork. And then some kind of workshop or tutorial, which could include anything.
How to use Procreate or...
Oh, yes. How to...
Like a basics how to
photograph your artwork for a digital show.
Yeah, or, you know, how to use watercolors versus oil paintings, or oil paints. Obviously, those are very different things. We could do one of each.
How to make a portfolio on Wix
Yeah.
for your art. I mean, we'll teach you guys how to do whatever you want here. Please reach out.
Just let us know, and we will do it. So we are trying to be more interactive with the community. We're hoping that YouTube will provide us with a wider audience because we'll post it at a time that's convenient for everybody instead of trying to do a live show at 7 o'clock on a Tuesday or a Friday.
Or 8 p.m. on a Thursday.
Watching.
Which is kind of unfortunate.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I think our YouTube show will do just fine.
It's going to do great. I'm really proud of where we've done this year. This is probably... Yeah, no, we've done a great job for our first year, I think.
We had a really good turnout at the beginning, and we appreciated that.
Yeah.
I just don't think that people have the availability anymore to tune into a live event unless...
Gotta let them do it at their time.
Getting out of their house and going to it.
For sure.
Yeah. So.
All right.
Solo shows. We're doing a group show next year. We're still picking out a theme, and we're going to let you guys know as soon as possible because we want to get that ball rolling. I want that to be the forefront. Our group show did so well last year.
Oh my God, it was so much fun.
I need that momentum.
Yeah.
And I want to see if we can get more people by giving them a longer timeline to submit their work.
Definitely. We should start headhunting for a juror again.
Yeah, we need a juror.
Early.
We need a physical space for a potential side project show.
Really cool.
Great.
Yeah.
Well,
Lots of big things, guys.
Yeah, if you want to have a solo show in our gallery, the dates that are available are August, September, October, and December.
Yeah.
Great.
Because November's a group show. We have half the year filled already, you guys.
Yes. The next available spot is August. So if you'd like to have a show, it's in August.
No pressure.
We're really
right?
proud of that.
Yeah.
We're really proud that you guys filled up the show.
So great.
Yeah. Kate, would you like to talk about the artist find?
The Artist Find. So we started a Facebook group like a couple of months ago, back when this all started.
We need an intern.
We do need an intern. So it needs to be a place where people can come and talk about art, but we need to figure out how to feed into it a little bit more so that it's valuable to people, I think.
Yeah,
you have to provide content before other people provide content.
Yeah, the idea is that it would be a place where you could share your art for sale because a lot of groups don't allow you to do that because they think it's like phishing or scamming or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, you're trying to take the limelight. I don't know. I think it's important that people share their stuff and say, hey, this is what I have available. Here's a thread of a bunch of local people who make things that you can buy.
Yeah.
And especially during the
resource.
holidays.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll do like a little mini mixer online end of the year like holiday bazaar.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Also good. We should write that down. So yes, the Artist Vine is our Facebook group. Yeah, and we're happy to talk about pretty much anything on there. We get great questions on our Instagram and our Facebook from everyone. So thank you for that. We appreciate you.
It's been a great year, you guys.
Thank you for participating.
Thank you for watching our humble, tiny little beginnings, and it'll be great.
And our fuzzy
next year's going to be in our fuzzy wall.
Next year's gonna be so great. Actually, it's next year right now, so get amped.
It's gonna be so cool.
Great. Well, thank you, Chris, for turning in.
Yep. And another person.
Wow,
there's a second person.
Oh, you tuned in the last 2 minutes. Appreciate you.
I love it. Thank you.
It's probably my mom.
It's,
kidding.
I mean, I don't know.
Thank you, everyone, for coming and joining us for The Anxious Tomatoes, episode 11, for Chris Neiman's Art Unknown 404.
Something like that, yeah. Yeah, that's
Art.unknown 404. Mm-hmm. With a 0.
Yeah.
So appreciate you so very much. And guys, keep an eye out. Please interact with us online if you can. It helps us out very much.
Yep.
Have a great evening. Kate and I are going to have some snacks. Yay! Thank you so much for tuning in.
Yeah.
Hey, we're, for everyone who just came in right now, Valerie, we're going to record this and we're going to post it so you can watch it later. Yeah. Share with your friends. Have a good day.